This video may not be appropriate for children of 13 and under. Parental discretion is advised.
Tired of missing out on figures or paying scalper prices at toy stores? Then go ahead and visit DJC Collectibles, my sponsor. You can get 10% on anything Transformers, accumulate points, and sometimes score an exclusive figure you thought you'd miss forever. Head over to DJC Collectibles and start saving today. Hi everyone, my name is Raziel Kane and I'm back with something completely different, not Transformers related. Something I picked up that from DJC Collectibles, my sponsor. Check him out. I had this on pre-order since earlier this year. Maybe December last year. It's been a while anyway. I've been a big fan of another franchise. No, I'm not a big fan. I'm a fan of the Conan franchise. Mostly the books. I have the complete Chronicles of Conan, written by Robert E. Howard. And the original artist, Frank Frazetta, did a lot of drawings for, to imagine Conan. And I've always been a big fan of those drawings. More so I preferred the original look, more like the comic look and the, Frazetta style Conan. And his daughters, the Frazetta girls, they have a website, a company, and they are now doing figures. They did this, and I'm also waiting on a Fire and Ice figure, Tigra. So I know I'm getting it only for Christmas. But Conan, this version, is more representative of what's in the book. And you'll see in the review, I'll point out a few things. I'm not an expert on Conan, like I don't spend, hours analyzing, and I'm just a fan of the stories, the movie, the short-lived series. I even like the reboot of with Jason Momoa and or Momo, whatever you want to pronounce it. But also like the cartoon Conan, which was closer to this look, So this is a 1/12 scale figure, and I'm really excited to have this. So I'm gonna unbox this, show it to you, point out a few things that I've noticed on the figure that comes from the books, and demystify a couple things that I've noticed. But like I said, I'm just talking through my hat. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just having fun. So there you go. But before I do this review, make sure to still check out my voice actor playlist if you want to, learn more about the actors, and also the interview playlist if you want to hear stories directly from the actors. And now let's roll the intro. Don't worry, I'm not going to review the book. I just really like the look of this book. And if you're any type of Conan fan, if you like the Schwarzenegger movie and everything, I do recommend picking up this Complete Chronicles. Like, it's a bunch of short stories he wrote for fantasy magazines. Can't remember the name right now. Similar to the style of H.P. Lovecraft, which I'm also a fan of. So, looking at the Frazetta style, this is my favorite depiction of Conan, with the long black hair, sometimes a helmet, sometimes not, sometimes an axe, and then you have all the accessories listed here. First thing you'll notice, there are no two-handed sword. There's a big curved sword, there's a big axe, hand axe, and a knife. And you know what? In most of these stories, the knife. Conan uses a knife most of the time. He rarely has armor. Sometimes he does. A buckler, helmet. But he never has a big, European-style two-handed sword that we've seen Schwarzenegger wield. And even the Conan from the Jason movie and the other miniseries, and I think maybe even in the cartoon. Always that big two-handed sword, and it's not here because it really wasn't in this book, or it's not a prominent thing. And then you have a nice product shot and the figure itself. And he looks really good. But the shine, you know, prevents the a proper view from box. And I'm not an MISB collector, so I'm going to open this up right away. And as I said, I got this from DJC Collectibles. Oh, there's a Frazetta icon collectibles by Frazetta girls. And here's your icon figure. We recommend applying gentle heat to tight joint before first posing. Oh, okay. So warm up the joint before posing. Never force it. Okay, useful tips. With Transformers, we don't have to do that, so. But it's pretty hot today, so. Alright, so there's a backdrop. Gorgeous artwork. Of course, you know, a naked woman. Gotta love the time period for this. So, she's covered. I mean, this is not a nipple. This is something else. And there's flesh and monsters and dead people, and I'm loving this. So this is Conan. Muscular and the black mane. Always the black mane. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna have to keep all those boxes. I don't usually keep boxes, but this is too cool. Alright, lots of accessories. It's pretty big. Alright. So you have this shield. Nice sculpt work, nice worn out painting. So this is not a brand new buckler. Soft plastic leather straps. Well, not that soft. Nope. So maybe I'm gonna have to remove the hand, pop this in, and then plug the hand back in. Nice color, nice everything. I really like this. Alright, what's next? Oh, there's a bunch of hands, of course. There's always hands in those type of figures. The axe, beautifully done. You know, a bit worn out, not in mint condition. You know, the grip is weathered. This part here too. The spike is pretty new, but you know, there's a great painting to show the worn out. God damn it! Why am I having so much trouble with that word? Worn out effect. Looks really good. You have a hand axe. Love the wood. Looks really good. Nice handle. No leather on this one, so it resonates when you hit. You know, you feel the vibration. Mini notch on the blade. Looks gorgeous. You have alright. I know I'm not gentle, but you know, I don't have the patience. The hand, so you have like a grip or a open palm hand. Look at the detail, man. The veins on the exterior, and you can see like the joints, the knuckles. Looks really good. There's articulation. Gotta be careful. It's a small peg. You have a similar one for the other hand. You have a closed fist, again with the veins sticking out. Beautifully painted. And you have the same one. You have more hands? No, that's pretty much it. You have the big sword. Again, this one is more of a mint style. Like it's less worn out deco. Looks really good. Love the handle. The pommel was really good. The guard. Like the details of it. And a beautiful scabbard. Not too worn out. Oh, there's a little chain. That's cool. It's like a real chain. It's not a rubber thing or a you know, hard plastic thing. So yeah, looks good. Nicely detailed. All the gold on the brown. The leather strap here. and it fits pretty good. You know, well, you know, half good. Oh, I love the chain, man. That's really cool. Alright, and then we have the little knife. His main weapon. I'll fight anybody on that. But that's mostly what he uses in the books. So, alright, the knife itself, really well done. Nice little guard. Eagle pommel. That's really cool. And then the grip with a bit of strapping. Looks real nice. And then you have the scabbard. The sheet, really, really nice. I like that little metal tip, the metal band here, and then all the details. Kind of an owl. Yeah. And you have, oh, you have a grip, a hook. It's probably gonna go on his belt. So that's really well done. I like that. So that's, oh, I have another hand. Oh, so I'm missing one somewhere. There it is. You have the grip hand, nicely done. Again, you have the veins on top. That's really, really nice. The details on these things are really good. You have a wristband or a, no, that's a wristband. Sorry, I'm trying to translate what I'm thinking. Nice details, worn out leather with a bit of worn out bronze. Looks really good. Again, you put remove the hand, slide it in. That's gonna be cool. You have a angry face with earrings. I don't recall mention of earrings too much in the books, but it's possible. You have a hole for the hair. That's really cool. And you have the helmet, so you can pin it like this. Nice hair. The hair do not move, they're static, but they're very well detailed. The helmet is really nice. I like all the little molded details. The horns are really nice. The paint is good. And then, you know, it's kind of cool, those type of helmets where you you can remove the hair. Okay, cool. All right, hold on. Let me. So if you want, you can remove the hair, or maybe I broke it. Oh no, it's in the helmet. Sorry. There you go. All right, cool. So you can have a shaved Conan. There's a peg here, hole here. There you go. Maybe I just kind of loosened it a little too much, but no, it sticks. But I like those helmets. You can stand them on their head like this, so that they're easy to, you know, you don't lose them. When you're on the battlefield, you just drop it like this, boom, and it stands. That's really nice. Nice details. I like that. And then you have Conan himself. Nice, serious face. The earrings, same as he has. I'm guessing those hair are removable. Come on. Come on, there you go. So if you want to put the helmet on this one, there you go. Looks really good. All right. Oh, let's put that. Where's the mane? There you go. I love that, the necklace with the little bird skull here and all those fangs or claws or whatever, and then the little gold details. I couldn't tell you from which you know, story you know, what that represents, but it's really nice. Gold band here, it's loose, so I guess if I want to remove the arm and pull that out, I could. I have the hands. He's very nicely painted. The details, big muscle chest, you know, that Schwarzenegger body. So you have two belts. You have this one here that goes on top the pants, or the pang, or the fur fur underwear. I don't know. Nicely detailed again. You have all that bronze, all those rivets, and then all those little, jockstrap staples, I guess. Nicely done. The tan color on the body is really what they put in the books. It's really nice. The leg and the boots. Pirate boots. That's one thing. A lot of these stories, he's not in some sort of desert. He's on a boat. He's been a pirate. And he's not always a good guy. Sometimes he's truly a bad guy. Out for himself. But he does have some heroic stories in there. So I like the boots, the leather, the straps to hold it. You have holes for stands, but there's no stands as of yet. Maybe I'll find one in the box a little later. But so far, nothing. Man, look at the detail on his face though. Like the grim look, the eyes. Very nicely painted. The orbit, not the orbit, but the color, very light blue. Or I'm colorblind, so it could be another color. But it's really nicely detailed. The nose. Hold on, my battery is dying. Sorry, phone is plugged back, and we're good. Okay, articulation. This is gonna be. I'm not used to these type of figures, right? So there's 32 points of articulation. So let's find as many as we can. So the head is on a ball joint, so you can. Well, I guess if you remove the hair, you could rotate it 360. Well, let's remove the hair. Come on, there you go. So complete 360. Lots of attitude. Look at that. Lots of attitude. Look up, not too much. Look down quite a bit. That's nice. And if you, rotate, he looks. So that's a really well articulated head. What do we have? We have a full merry-go-round. No, a full Ferris wheel. Sorry. You have the arm will go up to here in this position. So you see the joint here. Beautifully done. You have a rotation at the elbow, and you have a elbow band, 90 degree. There you go. The hand will move like this, and do a full rotation. You have a chest rotation. Oh, okay. 360. That wasn't necessary, but that's really cool. You have a back crunch all the way to here, a front crunch, ab crunch all the way here, so we can look at, anybody that's smaller than him. You have a, oh, you do not, do you? Don't want to force it. But I do think you have a full waist rotation. I'm just not used to those figures. I don't want to force it, so I'm not gonna force it. But if you push hard enough, you probably could get it. All right, the skirt is kind of in the way, but if you lift it up. Can you get a... Hold on. No. Well, you almost get a Johnny Cage. Almost. It's not bad though. You have a kick back like this. A kick forward about here. Double jointed knee. Looks really good. You don't have the full rotation of the hip. There's no joint here. You don't have a full rotation of the the foot. but you do have a rocker and a good, oh yeah, you get a good toe tilt. So I don't know if that was 32, but I guess, you know, two, yeah, you have two elbows, two, I like it. Man, I'm impressed. The details on this, and he's quite a good weight. I mean, this isn't a Marvel Legends figure. And the quality feels really good. And you have all the details on the legs for the veins, the shading of the skin. Looks really good. You see a bit of joint here, but I mean, that's expected. You have to have joints at some point. Scars on the back. Yeah, he has a lot of scars, battle scars. Huge chest, big abs. It's really, man, I'm so happy I pulled the trigger on this guy. One thing I do hate is pulling on pieces to check the extra ones. So, oh, that's a big joint. So I can remove the necklace if I need to. And I can put his angry face. Oh, that went well. Went well, no problem. It clipped really good. What about the hands? So let's say I want to, well, I'm probably gonna equip some weapons, right? Oh, so I removed the hand. I'm gonna put the gauntlet, the bracer in, and then I'm gonna put a grip, and there you go. And then this is static, I think. So I'm gonna remove this hand. So yeah, this wrist is, yeah, that's molded in. Maybe I can force it out, but you know what? Not gonna risk it. I'm gonna put the shield in. Maybe the shield would go better on the other hand. Hold on. No. Huh. Oh yeah, okay, it's removable. So let's remove the small wrist. Really well done. And slide this in. Come on, big forearms. Alright, hold on. So this is like, you don't pull the whole thing out. You put the hand in, and you see the joint is beneath underneath the strap, because this one won't extend to go all the way over the arm. Or maybe I'm just too chicken to break it, but so that's his shield. Now let's put the small accent. So yeah, that's, how flexible is that thumb? That's one thing I hate, and that's probably what they mean by warm-up. Okay, you can work it in. So you have the small axe, the hand axe. So he's ready to go into somewhat of a battle. So let's put this back in and put this in. All right, Angry Battle Conan. I kind of wish that they would have done a crown to represent King Conan, because there's two stories of King Conan in there, and they're actually quite good. So I don't think that's his crown. So it would have been nice to have a King Conan, maybe a head with white hair and a beard. Would have been nice. So there you go. I like this. All right, now let's just, I'm gonna show you, like I said, his main weapon, where is it? Where did I put the knife? Hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm blind, sorry guys. So the knife Can slide in like this. Sorry, I'm off camera. So you slide it in from the top like this. Works perfectly. And then you have the thing here. It grips on the small belt, not the big one. So there you go. This is gorgeous, guys. This is probably the truest version of Conan ever with the small knife. I love it. And now you have, well, there's other accessories that you can put in there, like the big sword. It works well. Really, they did a good job with the grip. So I don't know if you could do it. I don't think there's room for a two-handed grip, but like I said, rarely uses a two-handed sword. So nice saber. I really like this. And you can put the small knife here as a backup, and you have this thing. Can I just slide it in over? There you go. Well, I probably should find a way to put this chain over. Oh, well, actually, I think I can. Yeah, you can disassemble the chain a little bit and, you know, have this part go underneath his arm so that it's in his scabbard. I will definitely be doing that off camera to give you at least the money shot. And then he has the big axe. The big axe. Hold on. So if I remove, that's a tight. It's a really tight fit now. So if I can get a grip of the hand. Yeah, there it is. There you go. So I remove this. Sorry, I'm gonna take that out. And if I give him this second grip like this, and I take, and those are always tricky to do with figures, two-handed pose, because the arm is never, you know, exactly in the right place, and now he just lost his hair, and it's always a little too tight, you know. So if I put it this way, hold on, there you go. It's not the easiest, you know, the easiest thing to pull off, that grip thing, but once you do it, it looks pretty good. Kind of battle axe man, you know. Man, I am so freaking happy with all of this. It's really cool. I think I've showed all the accessories and everything, so there's a lot of customization you can do. So I'm going to take some pictures with this guy and maybe other figures I have, do a little montage, and then you know, end the review. How does he stand? That's probably gonna be a question. And there you go. I mean, if you shake the table, it's gonna fall off, so you might want to get a stand. I'm probably gonna order a couple stands because I do have other figures that I'm gonna need to stand. So yeah. All right, let's go for pictures.
Alright, well now you all saw how not great I am with posing and taking pictures of fight scenes and stuff like that. So I think Transformers are stabler when you want to do stuff like that. But I had a fun time putting this fight with the Minotaur. Which go check the review for the Minotaur if you want. It's from the Fight for Glory toy line. It's a fantastic figure. And Conan here, I think it worked well with it. The Minotaur was like way bigger, but I think it fits. I think the scaling was good. Conan here, loved the representation of the Frazetta style, drawing of what we really got in the Conan short stories. If you're a fan of those short stories, or even the animated series, or the not Schwarzenegger Conan, this is a great figure for you. Or even if you were a fan of, or are a fan of the Schwarzenegger movies, which I love those movies. This is still a good a good representation of the Conan physique. This is not the Schwarzenegger physique. This is a different style, but it still fits. So I'm really happy to have all this. I'm happy that I'm able to display so many accessories on him. I'm just missing the big axe, so that's okay. I like the idea of holding the helmet before combat. I don't know why, but I really like that. This piece here, be careful when it falls off. Mine did, because I was a little careless. You can plug it back in, but it falls easily afterwards. And then everything else, removing the head, the hands, it's not a problem. Just be careful. And when you insert weapons, just take your time, and I don't think there's a risk that you're gonna pop off a thumb or something. I think it's really well done. The articulations are tight. The stability of the figure, I ordered some stands just because it depending on what pose you're using, it tips over, but overall it's really good. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Also leave a comment. I love reading those. Keep coming back. I have them on the way, and remember, nothing in life gives you a right to be an asshole. Take care.